Hmm. We are live.
Hello, guys. Welcome to Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. We are the largest cybersecurity training and service provider in India, located in Kolkata and in Bangalore since 2015. Indian Cybersecurity Solutions is an ISO 27001 and 9001 certified company and members of NASCOM, DSCI, and ICC. We deliver high quality security audit services, including the government and private organizations, and provide hands on practical training to students and make our students job ready. Today, we are providing you live with cybersecurity expert Souvik Roy, who is our IT security analyst. He will show you a day with Parrot OS topic today. I hope you will enjoy this topic. Souvik sir, handing over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Avi sir. Okay, so my name is Souvik Roy. I'm an IT security analyst in Indian Cyber Security Solutions. So today, the topic name is a day with Parrot OS. So we are gonna talk about the latest release by Parrot OS, that is 4.10. And with that, we wanna talk. We will talk about some of the new updates that have came in Parrot OS 4.10. Yes, Avi sir.
No, carry on, please.
Okay. Okay. So we will talk about this new updates that have came in ParrotOS 4.10. Then we will see some of the penetration testing tools, very different from the regular tools that we use. We will check out of some of the tools that we can use in order to do a penetration testing. So let's start with it. Okay. So starting with the Parrot OS, the website name is parrotlinux.org. If you go inside that one, so you will have a listing. So what is Parrot and everything. So today we are gonna do see about Parrot OS 4.10, which contains some of the significant features that they have developed for years. So like right now, if you go for this different training programs, or you go for like try hack me or hack the box, they are preferring Parrot OS over Kali Linux, and they are all telling to do it in Parrot OS. So what is the difference between them? We will talk about it later. So first of all, let us know what is Parrot OS. So Parrot OS, if you have used Kali Linux for many days, so OS is also a security oriented operating system that is intended for infiltration experiment, supposed to do computer forensics or reverse engineering at etc. Okay, so basically you will get two versions of Parrot here. One will be a home and another one will be a security. Okay, so when we are talking about penetration testing, the main focus will be on Parrot security. Okay, so home is a different, which doesn't contains a lot of security tools. Okay, so many of them has this Parrot OS as their favorite, and some of them have this Kali Linux as favorite. Okay, so that depends upon the person who is using it. So both are basically Linux. So Parrot OS, if you see that it is right now built on Debian version 5.7.0. Let us see from that. Let me start my VMware in order to show you. I have installed ParrotOS. You can download directly from here this ParrotOS as a direct download or a server or a torrent. Okay, so before that, let me say you that there is a two versions. The one is mate and one is KDE. Okay, these are the desktop environments we are talking about. So what are desktop environments if we talk about? So desktop environments for Linux are different type of environments that we see every day. Like we use Ubuntu that has a different type of desktop environment. We use Kali Linux or ParrotOS that also has a different type of environment. So let us talk about some of the desktop environments. Like one is Genome 3 desktop. Okay, it is like the most popular Linux flavors you can use. Okay, the many of them has seen this Genome 3 desktop everywhere. Then we have this KDE Plasma 5, as Parrot also provides KDE. So KDE Plasma 5, like Plasma 5 is the latest, okay, and KDE is like the most powerful, and it is very much highly customizable desktop environment. You can customize anything in this KDE. Then we have this Cinnamon desktop. This is like that genome we talk about. This is a fork of it. Okay, like using some of attributes of it, it is made this Cinnamon desktop. It's very much a little bit lightweight. Mate is like the extension of Genome 2. Like after Genome 2 and Genome 3 came, Mate was extended with using Genome 2, as it's a little bit of lightweight on the usage of RAM and CPU. Then we have Unity, which is a continuation of Genome, and we have XFCE that is very lightweight and it's very fast. Okay, when we are talking about KDE Plasma 5, we are talking about a heavy usage on the side of RAM and CPU usage. But when we are seeing this XFCE, or there is another thing called LXQT that also has this low CPU and RAM consumption. So the Linux users who are dependent on very low architecture or low RAM or not fast CPU, then they can think about XFCE and LXQT. Okay, or they can think about Mate also. Their usage is very much lightweight and they use very low RAMs or CPU power. Okay, so we have this KDE available in for Parrot, and we have this Mate ISO. Okay, so the star attraction is that Parrot took out Mate ISO. Okay, so here we have this OVA format also, that is the usage for virtual machines. Okay, you can directly open it up, but I have downloaded this ISO file as I have faced some problems using this OVA files. So if you go to that KDE ISO, they will give you the screen where they have written that it has been affected by a KDE bug. So what is that bug? It is like it will throw an error. Okay, whenever you will try to open some application from the menu itself. Okay, like could not find the program. So what happens basically here is that like in Kali Linux or like Parrot, where we have this menu, we don't have to always do with the command prompt, terminal. We don't have to do with the terminal. So KDE was having this bug, like whenever you will click on it, it will show you an error that it can't find this program. So that's why this is not that it is told by Parrot that is still working on it. So you should not download it. But if you want to see it, or you want to experience this, you can proceed with KDE. But they are insisting more on downloading the Mate version. So I have this Mate version installed in my computer. You can download it, then you will get a ISO file. Okay, if you're a VMware user, what you can do is you can click on file, you can click on new virtual machine, then it can be custom or typical based on you, and then will be asked for the hardware compatibility. Then we will have this installer image, if you which installer image you want to download. And then after that, suppose I have I don't have right now the installer image, I think. Let me check. Okay, I have. Okay, so then it will ask for Linux and everything, where it wants to get saved. So these are all the things that the process will go. I'm not showing you the complete process as I have installed it. Okay, so this is my Parrot here, security 4.10. If I open it up, okay, so here let's see on this settings of my Parrot OS 4.10. I have given a memory of 4 GB, processors, total processor cores are 4, hard disks I have given 80 GB. Okay, then we have this network adapter as bridge. You want to do it as NAT, you can do it. Okay, next is this USB controller, we don't need it. Okay, so let us start this power on this powerful machine. Okay. Next, what we were talking about is like what are the new things that have came for in Parrot OS. So we have got Metasploit 6 framework. Okay, we were using MSF 5. Now we have got this Metasploit 6 framework. That is the new update from Metasploit Rapid 7. Okay, so they have given Parrot OS has directly given you MSF 6. Then we have something announce serve that we had used, many of the users have used while using Parrot, which is a Tor network that can change your IP directly, like you are browsing from the Tor network. That is a different thing. We have this 3.0 of announce serve present. Then we, as it is using like dbn 5.7, then we have this different new settings, like we have this Apple USB charging support, then tiny power button driver, split lock detection. These are all the things that are present in this new updates. Like if we are talking about differencing in between Kali Linux and Parrot OS, personally the person who is using it will have more knowledge on it, like which one you will like. Okay, so it's like using Windows over Mac, same thing, difference. So the difference between this Kali Linux and Parrot OS is like Parrot OS like use only 320 MB RAM and Kali uses 1 GB RAM of normal, and Parrot OS doesn't require any graphical acceleration, but Kali requires some of the graphical acceleration, but it can be stopped by using a different desktop environment. Like if we use Kali XFCE or Kali Mate, but we are provided with Kali KDE. So then what we can do is Kali, using of Kali Mate, we will always reduce that usage of our CPU and power. Like those who are having a Windows laptop and they want to work with the VMware or VirtualBox, and they have to give a RAM, but their RAM is not sufficient. It's like 4 GB or 8 GB, and you're getting stuck in programs while you're processing it. So what you can do is you can easily use the XFCE version in order to reduce this type of thing. So when you're talking about Parrot OS, it's about like look and feel. Like what you can say, Parrot OS has a very nice look to it. So it is very enhancing, and Kali Linux doesn't have this type of so much looks present inside in Kali Linux. Then what we can talk about is Parrot OS is for suppose for beginners, where you will not get lost while using this Parrot OS. But Kali Linux you can get a little bit of loss because a lot of things are not given. But recently I was using Kali Linux 2020.4, which I like the most. Very much I like it. So that is the difference. It completely depends upon the person who is using it. Okay, so let me open my Parrot. So this is the Parrot OS. Okay, you won't get this wallpaper while installing it. I have just replaced this one. So this is the upper tab button where you can see all the applications and everything. If I click on applications, each and every applications are subdivided into a category. Like for privacy, we have this announcer, cryptography, okay, then metadata cleaner, different modules. For education, we have this mathematics. And one thing that Parrot has nice thing is that it has a combined office, like it is not present in Kali Linux, that we have this office and everything where we can do day-to-day activities like using of calculator or not calculator office documents. We don't have this Windows Microsoft Office. We have this Libre that is present here, Libre Office document via we can also download the same things in Kali Linux by using it. Then we have this internet where we have a different type of like onion circuits are present, Tor browser is present, Firefox is inbuilt, both of them has this inbuilt of Firefox. Then we have this Bitcoin wallet also. If we go to this graphics section, we have some of the image viewers that are present. Then for sound and video, media players and everything are present, games are present. The main thing that we'll be focusing is the pen testing, which is used the most, where we have all the tools, like they have divided this most used tools that should be used in pen testing, like Burp Suit, Aircrack NG, Lord Johnny, and then OWAB Zap, Wireshark. These have been used day-to-day activities. We have this Go Buster, Dub Buster, then this information gathering tools, we have all these of them are subdivided. So for a new person who has started this hacking, or they want to learn this hacking, they can easily use Parrot OS in order to see everything, like when it is subdivided into categories, and they can understand each and everything. We have this post exploitation, pre exploitation, password attacks, wireless testing. Okay, and this one thing is there, like Parrot has many modules extra than for wireless testing, which can be also downloaded for Kali Linux afterward, but Parrot OS gives it pre-installed. So what is the difference between this pre-installed and after installing is that the problem is when you are trying to when you have everything pre-installed, there is no problem of downloading it or installing it, where you may face some problems regarding installation, like some versions may conflict with the different versions which are running on lower versions, and this is a higher version. Then when there will be a problem in the versions, the installation can get failed, or it can be stopped in somehow, or it can be incomplete installation also. So Parrot has a lot of wireless testing tools that are present. Then we have some sniffing tools, forensic tools. Parrot has also a great amount of forensic tools present inside it. Then we have some automotive tools like car hacking tools that I'm seeing the first time. This is a car hacking tool given by Kayak. Okay, so it is also present here. Then we have this reverse engineering tools present. Reporting tools are also present, and then we have some system services like Nginx, this is Metasploit, Open, PostgreSQL, SSH, Explico. It is like a network listening type of tool. So we have these different tools present here, and suppose for programming also, when we are doing exploit writing or something different, we have this type of tools that are present. Then we have some system tools that can be used like Xterm, that is a terminal. This is a image mounter. Then we have different Kaja which can be used to run something from the starting. Okay, like if you have given some of the things in Kaja, then when the things will start up, when the ParrotOS will boot up, it will automatically start that process. Then we have some accessories that are present like screenshot and everything, and universal access like onboard keyboard. So these are the things that are present. We have also a sub menu bar where you can keep some of the items here, like you can keep something in panels. Okay, Then we have the menu section here also, where you can find the same thing. It gives you like a Windows type of fill, where you can search also. Like I want to search for Bob suit, we can get easily what we have searched for. Okay, so this is also present. This is the turn off, lock screen, control center, everything. If I double click here, it will show me the complete thing for Parrot. I have installed the mate version. It is based on Linux 5.7.0 Debian, and this is my 4.10 64-bit, and this is my memory that I have given to Parrot. This is my processor. These are all the things, and this is the disk space size present here. And if you can see the process that are right now present, the statistics and everything, you can check it from here. And if you want to stop or start, you can do it directly here. Then we have also the resources, which is shown in a very nice GUI manner. So where we can see how much CPU usage has been done, memory usage has been done. These are all the things that can be seen. Then these are the file systems that we are using, how much memory they are consuming. That has also been done. This is the boot one and this is the main one. So we can also check around like how much they are acquiring and what we can remove and everything. Okay, so this was the general introduction to Parrot, and if we click on this, this is the terminal. That is the main thing that we will be using. The feel and look is like this. We have this terminal where I have been given this the name that I have registered with has been provided here. So if you want to like go for the root, so what you can do is you can go like a sudo dash I and give the password for your current account, and you will be taken to the root section of the Parrot where you can work different things which are blocked by using a different user. Then let us talk about some alias. Okay, so we will be talking about some of the penetration tools that are used in the industry. Before that, let us talk about some alias. Like how can you give your alias? Like suppose, let me make it little big. I don't know, but why I can't copy and use the things for my Parrot OS from my main machine to the Parrot OS. I think right now it's bigger. So let us see some of how you can give your aliases. Like suppose you are writing something. Suppose I'm writing if config to find my IP address, that is 1.2 present here. So if I want to write like CLS that we use in Windows very much, so how we can add this alias to here, because we have this thing called clear present in our Linux systems. So what you can do, if you do the ls list everything, you will find something called .bash rc. This is a .bash rc file where you can provide your alias. Like if I open with the nano or any other text editor that you want, like Vim and everything, if I go inside that file, I can easily give as many as aliases for here, because if you want to like make this operating system like very much favorable to you and all the options that you are typing should be used by only you, then what you can do is you can provide aliases. Suppose like if I want to give alias like for the clear screen, if I want to give suppose CLS, as I use in Windows, as I am always converting from Windows to Linux, Linux to Windows, sometimes the syntaxes or the commands get mismatched, so I want to do it for like same as for both of them. So what I can do is I can give my alias. Suppose I'm giving CLS and here I'm writing here clear. Okay, that is the Linux command for clearing the whole screen. So I will be saving it and going out. So let me close this terminal because I have to open a new terminal. So if here if I write anything like again if config I'm writing, so you can see if I write here CLS, this thing will also work as the same thing as clear did. So what we can do, if we have a larger commands with which we use day to daily activities, we can use different aliases for that so that it can save time, and we can also keep it in a flow. So we don't have to memorize or always we have to write that big commands. You can use this type of aliases to work upon. Okay, now we have seen many tools here that are present. So let us do some of the pen testing tools. Let us see some of the pen testing tools. The first one being, I want to show you a tool called Linus. So what is Linus basically? Linus is like a auditing tool, or what you can tell, a compliance testing or system hardening tool, which can be used in order to check for Linux, Mac OS, or Unix based operating system. So what it does is it does an extensive health scan of your system, so that you can see what are the flaws you are having in your system, and what you can add up, or how strong you can make through this, uh, how weak your system is. These are all the things you can see. Like it does compliance testing like PCI, HIPAA, okay, and does security auditing. It does penetration testing. It also detects vulnerabilities, and it does system hardening. So these are all used by IT auditors or the system administrators or a penetration tester. So what we can do is we can easily scan the complete system and check out that if any type of weak points are present in our system or not. So this is up to like it can be used in Raspberry Pi or IoT devices. Okay, and Linux, Mac OS, NetBSD, OpenBSD, Solaris, these are all supported, and others are also this. So let me write the command like it is Linux. So you can see we have got this Linus. We have this help section, okay, where we have this audit, we have this show update to update Linus, and we have this some of the different tools that are so different syntax or commands that are present. We can use it with Linus. So I'm not going on to all of it. So we will be auditing our system, that is my Parrot OS. So let me clear the screen. Suppose here I will write a Linus audit. You can also audit a different system also which are sitting inside your network or having a public IP. For that you have to do a remote system. Okay. Right now I will be auditing my system, so I will write Linus audit system. So it has started. Okay, do one thing. Let us do one thing. Let us give him the privilege of root. So we have given the privilege of root. Right now we will start our Linus first, Linus audit system. So it will be testing each and everything. Let us get the results, what it is trying to show. Okay, we have finished this Linus complete testing. So let's see from the starting, like what we have got. Okay. So first of all, it has tried to detect the OS. ETC OS release doesn't have any OS. Let's check out ETC OS release was. Like ETC contains a lot of things. See, see, and what it is release. Like nano. Let me do a cat. OS release. So what we have got here is OS detection, unknown OS found in etc. Pretty name is Parrot Gene Linux. Yeah, everything is correct. Yeah, I think it has missed it. Fine, no problem. We have there. Okay, so we have this present. Then it is trying to detect OS again. Then it is giving me the program version is 3. We are using Linux, Debian. We have this Parrot. Kernel version is this much. The hardware platform is x86-64. These are where our profiles, log files, everything is present. Then we have some Debian testing. It is trying to check for each and everything it are all present or not. Okay, it has checked this one. These are the services it has checked, and it has found like which are disabled and which are unsafe. It is giving me these are all unsafe services when it has analyzed. This is the kernel. Okay, not found, disabled. Suggestions are there. Accounts with expiry without expiry date. Okay, it wants me to give provide accounts with expired dates. Okay, then storage, everything has been done with zipper. Okay, found 118. Like we have
Sir,
some warnings.
sorry to
Yes.
interrupt.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a question from Akram Mokhtar. He wants to know the specs of the computer. Could you please answer
Uh,
his question?
my specs. Okay. My specs,
Yeah.
my computer specs are I'm using Intel Core i5 7th Gen, and I'm having a graphics card of NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050. Then I'm having 16 GB RAM and 1 TB hard disk and 256 GB SSD. These are my specs. Okay, best laptop for cyber security. Okay, cyber security is a very big field. What you are trying to do it in cyber security defines your laptop. So you can also work with 8 GB RAM. You can also work with 4 GB, 16 GB. That depends upon your need. But at least I will 12 GB or 16 GB is needed for a good working environment where you can work with different operating system in your virtual machines as virtual machines. As because like if you have this 16 GB RAM, then suppose what can happen is like your Windows, if you are using a Windows user, then it will be using like how much um, it will be using around 6 to 7 GBs. Okay, first of all, then when you will be having this VM virtual machines, like if you are running Kali Linux, Parrot OS at the same time, then if you have given them 4 GB, then it will be like 8 GB plus 7 GB. That will be like up to 15 GB, 15 GB. So that's why I'm telling you have to always keep an 16 GB or 12 GB RAM so that you can use virtual machines in ease. Okay, or the problems what will be the virtual machine will be stopping for some time or restarting. So this can the problems will be found. Okay, back to Linus. What we have done is we have some warnings that are present. This is for the Linus. It is wanting us for this open VAS configuration might leak sensitive details. Solution US chmod 640 to change file permissions. Okay, so what is this 640? Okay, So these are all the permissions that are given by Linux, that are any file permissions. Okay, if we talk about the file permissions, then what it can be there is, suppose there are three file permissions that we give is read, write and execute. These are the three permissions that we give, and this is divided into three parts. The first one goes, suppose this is the 6, goes for the owner, okay, who is owning the file. Then this goes for the, this second part goes for the group, and the third part goes for the others. Okay, so what others can do, what all groups can do, and this is for the owner. Group means like suppose sudo, or you created a different type of group. These are all the things what groups can do. So 640 means like if you look about like the total number of permissions that you can give to a file is 7. So 7 is divided into 3, where read, write and execute is there, where read is having 4, write is having 2 and execute is having 1. Okay, so when we are having these three permissions, then what we have, 7, as total is in 7. So here you are getting 6. That means it is only having the permission of read and write. It is not having any permission for execute. Okay, so basically next one is having 4. That means it only has a permission of read. It doesn't have any permissions of write or execute. And the last one is 0. That means this file has different type of users than group, and the owner doesn't have any permission to either read or write or execute. Okay, so read is having 4, read is having 4, write is having 2 and execute is having 1. So if you see here that we have this file permission that it has given, that means if we go to this place, let us go to this place to understand this thing again. Let us go to etc reddish, and if we go here and if we see here ls all, so we were having this file called redis dash openwash dot config. This is the file which is having the permission of read, write, write and write. So it wants me to change this to 0. That means for others I don't have to give any specific. Okay, so it is telling me that it can leak data. Okay, it is telling me that it can leak sensitive details, so I have to change this to 0. I am having 6 and 4. This is read write is 6 and this is 4, and it is changing me to 0. So if I write here, suppose chmod 640, and this is the redis that I want to give, dash openwash. Okay, now if I see my configuration, sorry, you can see I have provided this to 6, 4 and 0 for others. And the first one that you are seeing, that is D, this is for the directory. If it is a file, then it will be only a dash. Okay. So this is how you can check with Linus and make the appropriate changes that you want. So here let us see more of it. What are the suggestions? The release is more than 4 months old. This is for Linus. Okay, install apt listbug to display all the list of critical bugs prior to apt installation. These are all the present. Set a password on grub bootloader. Grub bootloader is the first thing that you see when you're turning on your system, and it doesn't have any password generally, but we should give. These are all the things that are present, like configure maximum encryption algorithm rounds in etc login. These are all the things that I should do for my suggestion. Storage or data theft. So this, what it does an extensive scan in order to protect the computer. So these are all the things that you can do with Linus. Okay. Then we have this, either firewall is present or not, malware scanner, what are the exceptions found. So these are all the things that you can do with Linus. So it is a very good tool for auditing system, do a compliance testing, and do a security testing. These are good tools you can use with Linus. Any questions for Linus? Okay. Am I audible now, Abhi sir?
Yes, sir, there is no problem.
Okay. So this we have finished seeing one of the tool, that is Linus. So let us go and check our different next tool. Let's check out Skipfish. Okay, what is Skipfish? It is like a web application security reconnaissance tool. Okay, it is very active. It is like it is used to prepare interactive sitemaps. Like if you have used NetSparker, using of Skipfish won't such be a problem for you. So it is very easy to use, and it gives like a very cutting edge security logic. Okay, like if there is a false positive or high quality, these are the different type of things it can use for, including blind injector vectors. These are all the things that you can use with Skipfish. Okay, let's see Skipfish how it does. Skipfish dash h. So you will get a all the syntaxes or the options that you can use with Skipfish. We will be going for a very basic syntax that can be like Skipfish dash o for an output file, suppose new or test. Okay, and in this test, what you can do is I can give the website name, any website name. Let's check on with a website. Suppose Hmm, suppose this will be my website. Let's check on with it. Okay. Okay. Then what I will be doing is I will give my web address, that is https://ssy.org. Okay, if I press enter, it will start to do the scanning. Let us wait for some few minutes to scan a little bit. So you can see here the it is trying to go one-to-one sitemaps, and it is trying to see all the pages. It is crawling to all the pages that are present one by one, and trying to find any vulnerabilities that are present here or not. So you can see it is giving me like missing nodes, node types, okay, unknown, parallel, valuable, file, directory, services. This is the issues found, info level, warning level, low level, medium level, high level, and impact. Okay, so this is trying to do. It will take some time. Let us wait for a few more minutes. Then if it's not done, I will stop it and show you the results. This all tools that are used are for educational purpose only. Okay, so use these tools in order for education only and try to check out what are all the things that you can do with this penetration testing tools. Okay, let's stop this. It has been running for 5 minutes. More time can also be taken, but I'm stopping this one. Let's see. We have also got high impact. Okay, we for this high impact we have also got. So let us stop this and check out what are the results for half scanning. Okay, so we have generated the test results. So it has been saved to test slash index.html. So let us go to our folder called test. So here everything is present. So let us check with here. This is the folder that we have given for doing this test. As you can see, all the thing has came up. So we will be seeing that index.html that is present, the main one. Index.html. We will try to open up with Firefox. So you can see this is the half testing report that we have got. This is the date, time, total time, what it is we have taken. So if we click on one of it, like it is for the HTTP and one is for HTTPS. If we click here, we have got like HTML form with no SRF protection, or it can be used to exploit CSRF. Okay. Then we have external content embedded on a page, lower risk, news signatures seen, a new server header value seen. This is for the HTTPS. what are the problems or where it has gone. Okay, now we have, if we want to see it through document type overview, like it is for the application, the trace and everything. If I click on show trace, so these are all the scanning it has done basically. Okay, then we have some issues. The one marked in red are of high impact, like it is query injection vector. So these are all the things that they have tested in order to find it can be have a query injection vector. Okay, then we have shell injector vector where you can provide the shells. These are also present. Like if I open one, okay, you can see that this can be injected through shells. Then what we have got is server-side XML injection vector. Then there is directory traversal or file inclusion possible. So it has tested that it can have a file inclusion vulnerability. These are the server messages. These are like the low-hanging fruits that are only for seeing and everything. Okay. If I open this one, php.gif. Okay. So it is providing me the same thing. Okay. So this was the scanning done through with Skipfish. Okay. The next tool that we will be seeing is Parsero. What is Parsero? Parsero is a free script written in Python. Okay. It is used to read a robots.txt file of a web server and crawl to the position where it won't is disallowed. So if I explain you what is robots.txt file, this file is used by developers in order for the crawling. If I go to my Firefox, okay. So suppose I went to a website called www.nike.com and where I am going to the robots.txt file. This is a file given by developers in order to check with the different things. So the first thing is like user agent. It has three parts: user agent, disallow, and allow. So what are these things basically? So when you are trying to basically crawl, or when Google, you are writing in Google like you want something, you want these chocolates or books and everything. So the Google is trying to crawl each and every web page that contains the particular keyword called chocolates or books. So when it's trying to call, it is using the help of robots.txt, which is a file put on by the developers to crawl it. Okay, this user agent tells you about all the agents that can be used by all the robots that can be used in order to crawl a particular web page, different domains, subdomains, or URLs. Okay, so this robots.txt, and there is another thing called sitemap.xml. So in this robots.txt, you will be having this disallow, where that means that the robots or the agents can't crawl this page. Okay, which are allowed, this can be crawled easily by the robots or the agents. So why it has been given disallow? A web page can contain different URLs where it can have some sensitive information that can be seen by general public. So what they do is they disallow so that each and every people can't try to see that type of information. So sometimes when using doing WAPT or web application testing, so we can go through disallow part also to check on if it is really available or not. So we will be using this particular thing for in Parsero. So let us check what Parsero can do. If we write here Parsero, you can see this is the Parsero where it has giving me help URL. HTTP status codes is a very small Python where it will easily crawl robots.txt and try to check which are available, which are not available. We have this extra also where it can be searching Bing index disallow. Many of them is use Bing search, which are in the disallow part of Bing search. This can be easily used. So what I will be using is Parsero dash u for the URL. Sorry. Suppose I'm searching for bing.com only, bing.com, and dash sb for searching if it is in Bing index disallows or not. So it is trying to search for the robots.txt file, and it is one by one trying to figure out each and every pages where it should go or should not go. Okay. So this is the final results of Parsero, where it has searched for the robots.txt file. Okay, and it has got something as 200. Okay, and these are all the things which are 404 not found. Let us check if Bing.com has this robots.txt file or not. Sorry. So you can see Bing.com has this robots.txt file is the user agents for different bots that are present, and these are the disallow and allows and everything that are present, and this is the sitemap of this Bing.com. So here what you can do is that Parsero has tried to scan each and everything and has found out the different robots.txt that are can be crawled and that can't be crawled. Okay, so which are the 200? Okay, that means you can go inside this, and which are like 301 moved permanently, that means it has been moved to a new page, and which are 404 not found, that means there are some restrictions in order to do it or it can't be accessed. So if I go to one of that, suppose 301 moved permanently. If I copy this one. So you can see it has giving me page not found. And for suppose 404, if I want to go for 404, so you can see you can also not go there. It's getting flight search again. This one was /fd. Okay, let me write it manually. Okay, you can also see that page not found is given. Okay, so this is how Parsero tries to check the robots.txt file if it is present for any website, and sees like which are present in robots.txt can be gone, we can go or we cannot go. Okay, and these are all the different where you can go or you cannot go. These are all the present. These are the different things present here. Suppose if I want to go here. Oh, you can see there are no results for this one. Okay, this is how Parcero tries to take out from everything from robots.txt and then tries to check it out. Okay, this was Parcero. Next tool that I am going to show you is called Wapiti. Wapiti is also a web application scanner, but it is a black box vulnerability scanner. Okay, so what are the different type of penetration testing? One is a black box, one is white box, one is gray box. In black box, what we do is we don't get any data from beforehand, like all the configurations or architecture or applications. We have to do it blindly and find it out. That is completely black box, we call it. And for white box, where we have this type of data, this is the architecture and everything present, we do it white box. And gray box means combining of both, some data and some data are not found, so we can do this Wapiti is used for doing black box testing, and like Wapiti can test a lot of things, like a lot of vulnerabilities like XXE, CRLF, SQL, XPath, LFI. These are all the JSP injections. These are all the things it can test, like commands like file disclosures or database injection or cross-site scripting. These are all the things this Wapiti can scan with a black box. So if I write here Wapiti, okay, you can see this Wapiti page where you have this thing. So like we will be testing for a different website for this Wapiti. We will go. Just a bit. Sorry, I was writing the wrong name. Okay, so this one is the website which we will be testing it with Wapiti. Okay, let us copy this URL. Then go to our terminal. Then what we have to write is Wapiti. There are different type of depths and everything, force, seconds. These are all different. You can use it by trying it yourself. So I will be testing with a small command, that is dash u URL, and I will paste my website name and press enter. So what it does, it crawls to all the pages that are present and tries to find out any vulnerability present in the web page itself or not. You all have used tools like Nmap, Metasploit, or Nikto, Dubbuster. So these are all the everyday tools that we use, but these are a little bit different tools that we are seeing today. Many of them has used them also. So here we have got the whole report for with Wapiti, and it is writing Wapiti found 21 URLs and forms during scan. The first thing it has got here is in this parameter page. It is telling that possible include vulnerability in HTTPS page via injection in the parameter page. So let us try it. So this is my complete. So if I go here and paste it here, let's check that it is giving me some error that it can't include this one. Okay, let us check with this one. Give some other / www.evil.com. Okay, it can't be taken. Okay, fine. Then we have this XSS vulnerability is there, it is trying us to tell. So let us check if any XSS vulnerability is there or not. We are providing a small script, basic script alert 1. So we can see we can generate uh, reflected XSS through this one. Yeah, it's okay. Then what it is trying to show us is that it has does what it has. It has a Linux local file disclosure vulnerability. Okay, there is a LFI present where I can see the local files that are present. So let us check if it is true or not. Let us first go to etc pass wd. We can see here that we are getting these passwords that are present in the Linux file. If we go for like a shadows file where everything is stored, okay, we can see all the things that should be present in a Linux. Okay, we can easily get this one. If we write resolve.config, can it be present? Yes, we have. If we write the resolve.config, then we can get what is the name server it is trying to use. Okay, like the original IP. Okay, these are all the things that we can get with different inclusions. Okay, these are all the things that you can do with Wapiti. It is also very nice tool for using scanning web applications. And the last tool that we will use today is Nikto. Okay, we will use Nikto, then we will end this session. Please give a feedback like what are the next things that I can show you on next live. So the Nikto is a tool which is used. It is a like free software CLI tool which can be used to scan web servers for dangerous files. Okay, like outdated server softwares, or if it is present, these are all the part of a recon process when you're trying to attack or you're doing to penetration testing on a system, web server, and application. Then these are all the part of recon processes that you can do basically. So then let us go for Nikto. If I write here Nikto, you can see the version 2.16, and these are all the things that it is giving me. Suppose if you want to scan the same thing, let us copy it out. We'll write nicto. We will be using this one dash host, and we will pasting the URL. So you can see it is giving us, it is works like a banner grabber where we can get the IP, port, SSL info. Okay, then what is the server it is using? It is giving that XSS protection header is not defined, so it can't protect through XSS, as we have seen that we have completely executed our XSS script there. It is telling that it is powered by PHP 7. Let's wait to see the scan results. So we can see that we have got the report, like we have got some error here. Okay, no problem. SSL negotiation error. So this is not a very much stealth scanner. Okay, so if there is a IDS IPS present, it can trigger it. So it is giving me X content header is not set, CGI directory is not found, set to deflate. That may mean that server is vulnerable to the breach attack. Okay, so these are all the informations that it can give me while trying to scan. If you target different websites, then for the web servers that are containing it, it can show you different vulnerabilities present. Okay, so with this, I want to end this session. Like all the scan penetration tools that we saw, Linus, Skipfish, Barcero, and the Snicto, Vapiti. So these are all the things you can use it. Then we have heard about the Parrot OS and everything. So, Abhisar, to you. Abhisar?
Yes, yes, Souvik sir.
Yeah, so I want to finish the session.
Thank you, Souvik sir. Thank you for the presentation. I believe everyone has enjoyed. And if you have any queries, I am providing the link on the comment section of this video of our website. Please check our website if you need more information about cybersecurity and ethical hacking or web application penetration testing. Please do contact us. Okay. Thank you all. And Shobik sir, you can end the live now.
Okay, thank you everyone for this lovely session and being present. Okay, then bye everyone.